We are on a 2016 Ducati Panigale 959, and I need to make sure I know what I'm doing here. There we go. The roar of that V-twin. So we're at Ducati at Santa Barbara. Okay. And I'm just going to take this out for a little test drive.
In the sky, gazing far into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine.
So first impressions, a little bit more leaned over than my bike, but not too bad. Definitely sit higher up on the bike. The seat is a little more race ready. It's not the most comfortable seat, although I will say it feels a lot better riding on it than it did when I was just sitting on it, because it's pretty thin, which is nice. So I'm going to be heading out through Hope Ranch. It's funny, this tank is really thin, so I'm not... Sounds cool. V-twin, it has a nice little rumble to it. And right now I am in sport mode, which is more made for the road, but it still gives you full power, so it's not track, the race mode, but you still get full power. I guess probably just the gearing's a little bit different, and the traction control and the ABS have different settings, so I'll probably just keep it in sport mode for now. I don't have a ton of time to test ride this today, so the riding position feels a lot better than I thought it would, honestly. Very smooth first impressions. The seat's nice and thin, which is nice. The tank is also very thin, so it feels like I'm riding a smaller bike. Honestly, it feels smaller than my bike, which is kind of crazy because it's this is a 900. Oh, I hope the sound of this thing comes through, because it freaking sounds awesome. Wow. The LCD screen there is pretty freaking awesome. It's very easy to see what's going on. Very easy to see how fast you're going, what your RPMs are, what gear you're in, what mode you're in. I'm not sure what TOT means. You got your engine temperature. Pretty freaking cool, man. I gotta say, this it feels pretty nimble. It wants to lean over. I should have went right back there. Damn it. But the Panigale, in my opinion, guys, this is one of the best looking bikes ever made, and it just looks so freaking cool, man. The silk white, and you letting me go. The Panigale gets respect. Wow, this is very easy to ride. Man, it's like the shifting is just like, you barely even tell you're shifting gears. It's crazy. This thing has a lot more torque than my bike, I can tell. Very torquey. A little bit of vibration, but it's not in the handlebars. It's really just between my legs, which is where you want it. But yeah, I gotta say, this bike feels very, very nice, man. It's crazy. It has some personality to it, man, with that V-twin. Pretty wild. I think it makes its peak power, I was reading some stats before I left, around around 10,000 RPMs, you're getting 150, I believe, horsepower. And you're getting peak torque just below that, around 9,000. So, you know, this thing, red line's around 12, it looks like, or 11. So, I'm gonna actually, let's do this just fine. This thing really sounds cool. I mean, that's obviously a stock exhaust. I can't even imagine what it would sound like if you put something else on it. See how it feels through the turns here. Yeah, it leans over very easily. The biker, let's not run him over. Yeah, this thing leans over very easily. You can tell these are built for the track. But it still feels very good on the road. That's very fun. This bike has personality, man. It has a little, when I look in the rear views, I can see it's vibrating a little bit there. I'm not getting very much vibration through my handlebars though, which is nice, and you see it come to the steering damper and all that kind of stuff. It's got all that high-tech Ducati technology. I am getting a little bit of heat underneath my butt, but it's not too bad. So, with making the engine bigger, you get a little bit more mid-range power, which is really nice. And honestly, I can't really tell the difference on the weight. Yeah, this thing feels very planted around turns. Feels very, very good. Say I'm pretty damn impressed with this bike. It's a very fun bike to ride. Yeah, I can't believe how nimble this thing feels. It's very confidence inspiring. Very nice bike. Some power, that's for sure. Wow. Let's put it in wet mode. See how that feels. What? There we go, wet mode. Yeah, that's considerably slower, and then it changes all the different modes there. Gives you a lot more traction control. ABS is now at a 3. This motor has great sound to it. Yeah, this is a very nice bike. Put it back into sport mode. So you just change it through and then hold it down. Now it should be in sport. Yep. Okay. Very nice. Very nice bike. And this is kind of stuff that you want to know, you know. How easy is the bike to ride around as a daily rider? Because for me, and for a lot of people, that's what you do with these bikes, you know. You ride them around as a daily rider on the street. Going to the track is something I might get into in the future, but for now, it's just, I want to know how the bikes ride on the street, you know. I love the sound of this thing, man. So cool. So I guess I gotta head back to the Ducati dealer and drop this puppy back off. Very nice bike. If I was ever gonna upgrade from my 600, this would definitely be one I would be interested in getting for sure. So, you know, and some bikes just have kind of personality and they have soul, and I've always heard that with the Ducati bikes. And this is my first time riding a Ducati, and I gotta say now I understand what they're talking about, because this thing is definitely like rumbling, dude. This twin, it just has like a cool feeling, man. It's rumbling and bumbling, and you can feel it kind of working and moving. Very freaking cool, man. Oh my god, what a sick bike. Very sick bike. Yeah, so there you go. Pretty easy to change modes. It's not much to it. It's got daytime running lights, high beams. If you flash, push it up to stay on. Gear indicator. It's got 3 different modes, and I'm pretty sure those modes are adjustable as well, which is really nice. It's pretty sick, man. Well, I'm 5'10". I can flat foot with a little bit of room. So it's not super high seating, but it feels really good. Definitely get some looks from people too. I don't want to go back. Very cool. Well, thank you, Ducati of Santa Barbara, for letting me take it out for a test ride. I am definitely a fan of the 959 Panigale. So that's going to conclude this video. I'm going to put this back up on the sidewalk here and park it for him. This thing's awesome, dude. What a cool bike, man.
It's crazy sometimes thinking you can own a piece of the world. It's just floating through empty space, and now it's yours. And we took this round the world, and we cut it into squares, just about